So don't forget, they have lots of trauma, lots of issues can be held in the belly, lots of even thoughts and commentary. So you just say, we're in a safe place here, bro. We're here. And then you start a little wave, and then the wave gets a little more. And I go deeper. So I'm just warming up. I want to say hello to the mesentery. The mesentery is like a whole lot of peritoneous tissue that holds the small intestine and the large intestine to the abdominal wall. And I want to pick it up. I want to start releasing it. The best way I'm going to do it is to bring you into what I call a two-legged hammock. Look what I do to create my two-legged hammock. I do that first, easy, and then I've got him. And then I'm simply in here. Two-legged hammock, and it's easy. I'm in this beautiful two-legged hammock, as you know. Level 1, you can float the sacrum here and the belly gets soft. Great warm-up for the belly. So belly's soft. 2, where do I get attached to the mesentery? It's all wrapped around. It's like little folded bits of peritoneous tissue in here. But they say you can attach it, you can hit it easily at close to the stomach and also close to the ileocecal valve, a little inferior and a little medial of the stomach. So a little medial of the stomach, there's the stomach, a little inside, and a little inferior of the ileocecal valve are the 2 points that I want to attach to the mesentery. They say that's where it's close to the abdominal wall. That's where I want to hit it. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to drop into that mesentery here, that tissue, and then I'm going to drop back, and then we'll come onto the flat thumbs and the office of the circle. His lower back's going to love this. I'm going to release here. Breathe in. Exhale, mesentery attachment, and then slowly warm up. The next bit's going to take a little bit of time. We'll do it in a slow version of it. We're going to do 8 points around the belly. I like to keep the legs straight. This one will bring the mesentery a little closer to the surface and the fascia closer to the surface. The first bit is just to warm up. And then just go around the clock. Don't worry too much about getting it right. Just start at say 3 o'clock, go down to 5:30, come around to 6, come around here to maybe 7:30, something around here, around to 9 o'clock. So I'm just warming up, and 3 on 3 is the issue. Back up here to the around 11, 12 is slow, and back here around 2 o'clock, just to warm up. Now I'm going to do the work, directly working. And I want to hold each one of these for 30 seconds. My teacher would say sometimes 1 minute 30, and 8 points times a minute 30 by 8 points. What have you got? And probably 1 minute 30. So you'd probably say 2 minutes because you've got a 30-second changeover. So you're probably doing 2 minutes 8 times is 16 minutes. That's a pretty long session in a bodywork session. 20 minutes on the belly of warming up and warming down. So if you've got that, go for it. But usually I'll just do 30 seconds, or I'll just do 2 points, but just do the 2 points, do 1 and 2, and do them for 1 minute 30. For today, we're going to do 30 seconds rather than 1 minute 30, because you'll get the idea. We'll do 30 seconds, and we'll do the whole 8 points. So I've warmed up. The first one is here. This is the area outside the rectus. This is for the psoas. So it's detoxing the tissue, so working with the organs, and it's bringing tissue towards the center. So it's for the psoas, it's for the colon, and it's for the kidneys, this one. Watch me sink. I go in, I'm in fast forward, and the bottom hand is the pillow, the top hand does the work. I take him out of the slack, and I pulse it out of the slack. How long for?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. If you were doing a proper session, minute 30, a bit longer. I quite often do this a lot. This is setting you up tomorrow with the psoas. You're not actually working directly on the psoas yet, but you're very close. For him, because his psoas is close to the surface, I'm on his psoas. Not everyone you will be. I'm going to do 2. It's exactly the same. I'm going to come over to the other side. Notice I've done skin on skin for this bit. More fascia when you do skin on skin. I come back, I go to 2. Again, same thing. What are the 3 areas? What's the muscle? Psoas. What's the organ?
Kidney.
Kidney and? colon.
Colon.
Colon. I've written them on the board for you if you can write it down there. Kidney, colon, and psoas in point 1 and 2. Okay? You can see my little picture of guys there. You did 1 and you went and jumped to 2.
Is that stomach 25?
Stomach 25, yeah. Which is directly, it's the bow point actually for the colon. Okay?
Would you always start on the left first?
They say
and then
to,
go
and
right?
according to this protocol, yeah.
Start on
Yeah,
the
you've got to go
left
around and
first.
start on the left and come across, yeah.
And
Okay.
like what we explored in yoga, it can be great to just help work
Move
the descending
the
area
descending.
Yeah,
first.
descend it first and then up. I'm going to come across now to the solar plexus and diaphragm area, point 3. I come into this area here, heart the heart diagnostic point, in, land, and then take away the slack. I take him out of the slack, in the elastic range, again, 30 seconds. When I do around the pelvic rim, I would do this. If see, I've taken out of slack and I've offered a little harmonic. It's a bit like I've got the horse's rein in my hand, and you'd come on, mate, come on. You're not being a jerk. You're not letting it go. You've got it out of the slack and you're doing a little pulse. Okay? When I work around his pelvic rim, I'm going to change it to the heel of my palm. So here, 4 point, bladder and uterus point. I drop in and I take it towards the belly button here. Out of the slack, now I'm going into the bladder and uterus. So watch out if you need to go to the toilet.
Would you say it's about 45-degree angle? That
I'm
you're-
actually taking it down first and then towards the belly button. Everything's towards the belly button.
Okay.
Number 5 is the stomach point. Okay. I change my angle for this one a little bit. I come across. I go 3 on 3. I go down and I take it out of the slack towards the belly button. Point 5. Yep.
So you never go around the clock. You do
And then we do 1 and 2, 3, 4. Yep.
East,
Yep.
west, north, south.
Yep. East, west.
North, south.
Yep. Then I come into point 6, which is again, which part of the colon? You guys know it? Descending. The end of the descending colon is called the sigmoid, yeah. It's also where the ovaries are. You can even work the iliacus here as well, because the iliacus moves into the psoas here. Great point. It's on the rim of the it's on the rim of the pelvis. Take out of the slack and towards the belly button. 30 seconds. Then my hands in the perfect position. Point 7, where am I? You guys can see. Liver and gallbladder, yeah, towards the belly button. Great. So the organs, the peritoneous tissue is going, you little beauty. Yes. And the last one is point 8. What valve is it? Iliosacral valve. Thank you. Iliosacral valve. I land towards the belly button and the ovaries as well. So if the girl's on the cycle, obviously you're going to either take the rim of the pelvis out or you're going to have to do it super light there. That's where a lot of pain and tension will be. You're not going to go get rid of the pain. It doesn't work like that.
And not indicated in pregnancy.
I wouldn't do this in pregnancy. Yeah. It's you, is it?
Yes.
How far in?
19 weeks.
19 weeks. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Halfway there.
But you wouldn't do any of this tummy work in pregnancy.
No.
Not deep like that. You could do superficial, very light touch with fascia.
My body's like, no.
No, you wouldn't do deep.
You see the stuff that Mez does when she does the pregnancy workshop. She catches the whole sack and then she moves it, not separate parts.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
And then warm down. Oh yeah, and then I just come down and I warm down. Remember, don't forget to warm down. Just warm down. Because it's fair bit of work in this. You can feel it. It's skin on skin. It's working with the fascia. You're working with the organs. There's some therapy that's going to happen, guys.
It's really, really potent.
I'm going to do the Nali. Did you do the Nali in yoga from this morning, Sal?
Kinda.
Sort of. Like the Uddiyana Bandha and then this movement. You've seen this in yoga?
We didn't really do the whole gnarly thing, but we
So this
were.
is a movement, you can do it with me. Index finger, a middle finger and ring finger, and I play my thumbs push and the magic 2 pull. It's making that gnarly type movement in your belly. You can see the yogis that do lots of pranayama, they do this themselves, so I can do it for him. That's the warm-up. I do it without the shirt. You can see him again, see me doing nali with him. And now I'm going to pick up the mesentery. So to make it really easy to pick up the mesentery, I'm going to pick up the small intestine. And then where the small intestine and the mesentery attaches to the abdominal wall. So it's actually picking up the abdominal wall, and because the abdominal is being picked up, it'll pick up the mesentery, the small intestine at the same time. So I'm letting the mesentery do a detox. Remember that the mesentery attaches to the small intestine and keeps it attached there.
It's like the fringing of the skirt of like.
I sent everyone a video of it.
It's like imagine the whole edge of this is your small intestine, okay, but then we're making it into a skirt, and all of that is your small intestine down the bottom, and then it has this whole web-like skirt attached to it. That this is the part of the skirt that sits up here. It's a bit more fibrous. That's the mesentery at the back of it all, and then it's all squished into your belly like that.
The video that we watched, he said it's why we can stand up straight. Like it is the reason we can actually, all our organs can be held. It's an amazing.
Hold
It's
it
a
up.
10. It's like a 10-minute TED talk.
Yeah.
Watch the lift. So watch the lift. We're going to stay with it if we can. Just here, stay with it. Inhale together. Wait for the exhale. Pick it up.
Oh.
You always do this belly work skin on skin,
This one, yeah.
the other stuff.
I think I just highlighted the two that are done on the skin are this, or the three, this one, the pickup, and the 8 points all done on skin. All the rest done with cloth. This is deep facial. So some people you can't do it with, so especially some acrobats. I mean, just getting it done with koala, because sometimes you just go and there's just nothing there. You're just pinching skin. And then the other the other group that you can't get it with, the beer belly. It's just like a rock. So you just forget about it. Or for those guys, I just do this bit and I just rock it. I don't do the lift. It's like if they're in circus or leg, these sort of guys, probably like Sally's brother and stuff, you probably just won't get anything. It's just like a okay, that work and it's so strong, and you just can't pick anything up.